The cnMaestro 5.2.1 release is now available. This release includes new features and enhancements for MarketApps, NSE 3000, EasyPass, support for cnMaestro X license overdraft subscriptions, and much, much more. Please note that I have added a timestamp to each of the features covered in this video so that you can fast forward to any particular feature you wish to review. We have added an installer app to our MarketApps for MDUs feature. This app enables field technicians and contractors to quickly claim, rename, and document access points during the on-site installation process. It eliminates the need for pre-labeling, manual tracking, and back-and-forth coordination with the administrators back at headquarters. This ensures faster deployments, cleaner records, and seamless onboarding, especially in distributed or large-scale rollouts. To create and configure the installer, go to Network Services, MarketApps. Then click Add New. Give the installer app a name, then select the managed account the properties are under. Select the Installer button and click Save and Continue. On the basic page, the administrator can add a description if desired. Then go to the Settings page. In the Site field, click the drop-down and select the network tree site that this installer app will be working with. If the administrator wants the installer to be able to place the AP and switch into the property AP group and switch group, then move the slider bars over to enable these options. When he clicks on the AP Groups field, he will only see the AP groups that are part of the Alamo Downs managed account. And this goes the same for the switch group. Note that the administrator is able to add a maximum of 5 AP groups. The next step is to invite the installation technicians. These are the people that will be physically installing the access points, and they will be using this installer app. The administrator can invite up to 10 people. When finished inviting all installers, he will go to the Design page. In the Display Name field, enter the name that will be displayed in email communications, and this name will also be displayed to the installation technician. In the Service Provider Name field, enter the name of the company providing the network service. In the Logo field, browse out to the local hard drive and select a graphics file to use as the company logo. The maximum size of the graphic is 200 by 200 pixels. The administrator can change the theme color by clicking on the Theme Color field and selecting the color to be used. Then the administrator can enter privacy and terms and conditions URLs. Finally, the administrator can select Show Powered By and enter the company name in the Powered By field. And then save the installer by clicking Save. The right side of the web page will show what the sign-in page looks like. This is the page the installation technician will see when he logs into the app. Click the arrow to advance to the next page, or click the left arrow to review the previous page. This next page allows the administrator to review the invitation email that is sent to the installation technician. This is the technician the administrator specified on the settings page when creating the app. And that's pretty much all the administrator needs to do to get the installer app running. The next step is for the installation technician to receive the email and start using the app during the installation process. When the administrator created the installer app, he specified installation technicians with their emails. And when the installer app was saved and created, the system automatically sent emails to those installation technicians. The email contains a button which, when clicked, brings up a Send Me One-Time Link button that the installer will need to click on to verify his access. The system will automatically generate an email with a one-time link for the installation technician to access the installer app. Once inside the installer app, the technician can select the installation date. If he is working with multiple properties, he can click the drop-down and select the current property he is working on. He can choose to view only the devices he has installed or all of the devices in the site. He can also select his profile and log out of the app. His next step is to click the Install New button and then enter the serial number of the access point he is currently working with, or scan the QR code. On the Update Device window, the serial number and MAC address for the AP are auto-populated. They cannot be changed. The installer can give the device a name, and this would probably be something like the apartment number that the AP is going into. Then he can select the AP group to put this device in. He can add a location, and then he can add the height, the azimuth, and the tilt of the AP. The installer can also add a description and any additional comments he feels are necessary. And the installer can add up to 4 images. He will just need to click the Add Image button, select the image from his local hard drive, and then click the Save button. And the installer can run a test on the Ethernet port link status and edit any comments he may have already entered into the app. And after a few minutes, the administrator can go into cnMaestro and select the managed account, network, and site to see that the new device has been installed and online in cnMaestro. When the administrator clicks the device name, he can go to the Details page for more information on that device. On the Overview page, he can review information such as the device name, the device type, the description entered by the installation technician, and much more. When the administrator goes to the Installation Summary page, he can review the information entered into the app by the installation technician, such as the device serial number, IP and MAC addresses, the device host name, AP group, the description, and the installer comments. There is also a map pinpointing the location of the AP and any images the technician uploaded into the system during the installation process. AutoVPN is a feature that automatically establishes secure encrypted connections between remote networks using IPsec tunneling protocols. It simplifies VPN deployment by automatically handling key exchange, authentication, and routing to ensure secure and seamless communication across sites without manual configuration. The NSE AutoVPN supports both hub and spoke as well as mesh topologies. The hub and spoke topology will require one hub and at least one spoke, but in many cases will have multiple spokes. The mesh topology will consist of multiple hubs. There are no spokes. Each hub will have a connection to all other hubs in this topology. Please note that the NSEs that will make up the VPN networks must be in a separate NSE group and already be onboarded in cnMaestro and placed in a managed account, tenant network, and site. Before creating the AutoVPN, make note of the IP address and the WAN port that will be used for the VPN connection. If you are unsure of the IP address, select the NSE in the network tree, and on the dashboard, find the Details section and locate the IP address for the WAN port that will be connected to the VPN. To configure AutoVPN, go to Configuration, NSE Profiles, AutoVPNs. Click Add AutoVPN Group. Give the AutoVPN group a name and select the managed account this AutoVPN group will be based in. Also, notice that we are able to connect to a non-Cambium device in this topology. Now click Add. Open the new AutoVPN group you just created so that you can configure it. On the configuration page, notice there is a Hubs section and a Spokes section. To create a hub and spoke VPN network, you will start by creating the hub connection. Click Add Hub and select the site where the hub NSE is located in by clicking the drop-down and selecting the site where the hub NSE is located. Then select the WAN interface on the NSE that will be used for the VPN. Enter the IP address of the WAN port on the NSE. Then you will need to select the subnets and VLANs for this VPN connection. Notice that we have added another feature that allows you to use NAT to translate the local subnet addresses to a different, equally sized subnet of IP addresses. This is useful in deployments where the same local subnet is used in multiple locations. The VPN translation feature is applicable to both site-to-site VPN configurations and AutoVPN configurations. And then click Add. Now you will need to add the spoke networks. Click Add Spoke. Then click the drop-down and select the site of this VPN connection. Then select the hub site this VPN connection will connect to. Then under Local Subnets, click the drop-down and select the subnet of this VPN connection. Add a NAT address if necessary, and then click Add. And repeat this process for each of the other spoke VPN connections. And then click Save. And after a few minutes, cnMaestro will automatically make the VPN connections, and you can verify this by going to the AutoVPN's group dashboard page. On this page, you can review KPIs with a summary of the sites, hub-to-hub tunnels, and spoke-to-hub tunnels. In the table below, you can review the status of each of the VPN connections. You can also select an NSE in the network tree and go to the Network VPN Sites page to review the status and performance of the VPN links associated with the selected NSE. Now let's take a look at how we would create a mesh VPN network. In a mesh VPN network, all the NSEs will be configured as hubs. So once again, go to the AutoVPN group page and add all NSEs as hub devices. For each device, click Add Hub, select the site from the drop-down menu, add the IP address of the NSE WAN port, and then add the shared network. Click Add. And you will want to repeat these steps for each of the NSEs in this mesh network. Then click Save. After a few minutes, cnMaestro will automatically make the VPN connections, and you can verify this by going to the AutoVPN's group dashboard page. On this page, you can review KPIs with a summary of the sites, hub-to-hub tunnels, and spoke-to-hub tunnels. And in the table below, you can review the status of each of the VPN connections. Starting with cnMaestro Release 5.2.1, a subscription-free version will be supported on NSE 3000. This subscription-free version is available only in cnMaestro Essentials. The subscription-free mode is simply referred to as Security and allows you to onboard and operate an NSE 3000 device with features such as WAN port failover or load balancing, traffic shaping, flow preferences, failover policies, site-to-site and remote VPN, firewall and application control rules, NAT, IDS, IPS, and much more. The NSE 3000 subscription-based mode is referred to as Security Plus and includes all the features in NSE Security mode, plus advanced features such as GeoIP firewalls, DNS content filtering, LAN vulnerability assessments, high availability, AutoVPN, and device fingerprinting. The EasyPass paid portal now accepts PayPal payments along with IP Pay and QuickPay. To select PayPal in the paid portal, go to Network Services, EasyPass, and then click Add Portal. Give the portal a name and select the managed account this portal will be used in. Then select the paid portal and click Save and Continue. On the Plans page, under Payment Gateway, click the drop-down and then select PayPal. And to complete the portal, you will need to enter information given to you by PayPal to use in this paid access portal. The EasyPass splash page now supports multiple languages, including English, French, German, Italian, Korean, Polish, and Spanish. To configure the language for your local area, create a new or open an existing EasyPass portal and go to the Design page. In the configuration options on the right side of the web page, scroll down to Language, click the drop-down, and select the language you want EasyPass to be displayed in. Devices without valid subscriptions can now be temporarily onboarded using overdraft subscriptions, allowing up to 30 days of provisional access. This enables smoother onboarding and pre-configuration workflows without service disruption. Overdrafts are auto-managed, not visible to users, and restricted to new devices only. After 30 days, devices must acquire a valid subscription or they will be moved to an overdraft expired state. To review the overdraft subscription status, go to Manage Subscriptions. On the top part of the Subscriptions page, you can review a summary of the status of each of the device tier levels. The table provides a list of the numbers of pending, available, used, expiring, expired, and overdraft devices. The bottom table lists information about each device, including the name, type, device tier, quantity, and status. You can also edit the device name to a more user-friendly name for ease of tracking.